Russia thought they could dominate the Baltic skies, but Estonia just flipped the script, turning its airspace into a lethal death trap. For years, Estonia has been a quiet sentinel on NATO's eastern flank, small in size but strategic in location. Tucked between Russia and the Baltic Sea, this former Soviet state has steadily transformed its defense posture from reactive to aggressively proactive, anticipating Moscow's moves with eye-opening precision. After multiple Russian incursions and drone overflights close to its borders, Tallinn launched a daring gamble to weaponize its airspace with unprecedented integrated air defense systems. The question: could a small nation thwart a superpower's air dominance? In the pre-dawn hours, Estonia's radar stations detected an incoming Russian drone swarm approaching from the northeast. But what Moscow didn't expect was Estonia's newly operational layered air defense network, featuring a deadly combination of modern Patriot missile batteries, the locally developed Mantis laser interception systems, and hypersonic interceptor missiles newly acquired from allied partners. Within seconds, the first wave of drones violently exploded in mid-air, shredded by coordinated missile barrages and laser beams. Russian commanders watched in disbelief as over 90% of their unmanned aerial vehicles were obliterated before crossing into Estonian airspace. Unwilling to lose the initiative, Moscow launched a missile strike targeting the radar installations themselves, using a combination of Kalibra cruise missiles and hypersonic Kinzhal missiles boasting speeds over Mach 10. But Estonia's air defense system had hardened its radar shelters and integrated mobile anti-missile launchers in a decentralized grid. The hypersonic missiles, while fast, followed detectable trajectories that Estonia's advanced early warning sensors tracked and engaged in layers. Out of the 6 Kinzhals launched, 4 were intercepted, forcing Russia to absorb a rare operational setback. The most dramatic shift came when Estonia deployed its new offensive drone swarms, not just to defend, but to strike deep into Russian reconnaissance zones. Using high-altitude stealth UAVs launched from Baltic Sea naval platforms, Estonia targeted Russian radar arrays and supply convoys inside the Pskov region, disrupting Moscow's intelligence and logistics. Estonian special forces coordinated these attacks, taking advantage of real-time data streaming from NATO satellites, showcasing a new level of networked warfare that blurred traditional defensive boundaries. The shock of Estonia's air defense victory sent ripples through NATO capitals. Warsaw and Helsinki ramped up requests for similar integrated systems as fears grew that Russia's air power was no longer dominant in Eastern Europe. Moscow responded with fiery rhetoric, accusing Estonia of provoking conflict. But behind the scenes, Russian generals have reportedly increased electronic warfare units and anti-drone research projects, recognizing a new kind of war unfolding. Meanwhile, NATO's Secretary General openly praised Estonia's defense initiative as a model for rapid modernization and interoperability in the face of hybrid warfare. Estonia's success lies in a doctrine combining 3 pillars: integration, seamless fusion of radar, missile, laser, and electronic warfare in a single defensive umbrella; decentralization, multiple independent nodes preventing a single strike from blinding the system; offensive defense, using drones as both shield and sword, shifting air defense from reactive to proactive. This doctrine leverages Estonia's small size as an advantage, constantly repositioning assets and confusing enemy targeting through mobility and rapid data sharing. Estonia's lethal air defense network has implications far beyond its borders. Moscow can no longer rely on aerial superiority near NATO's eastern frontiers, forcing it to reconsider air campaigns in Ukraine and other contested zones. For Ukraine, Estonia's example is a beacon, demonstrating that with smart tech integration and alliance backing, smaller forces can disrupt larger aggressors' air strategies. Globally, Wars could increasingly depend on such advanced multi-domain defense systems, turning skies into kill zones, reshaping strategic calculations for great powers and smaller states alike. Can Estonia's deadly air trap hold fast under the next wave of Russian retaliation? Will Russia pivot tactics or accelerate new drone swarm technologies to penetrate this iron curtain? What do you think will happen next in Estonia's battlefield skies? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The future of air warfare might be decided here.